Hey guys, welcome to For the Love of Woman, the podcast. Like I've said before, this is just the audio to the blog. Okay, so this post is about From Chaos to Control, a guide to healing the mind and soul. The last post I had about mental health and just being diagnosed with bipolar. I had a lot of great feedback and a lot of people with different questions. So I just figured I'd share a bit here and there. Anyways, For the Love of Woman, this emerged from my personal journey, a path that led me to cultivate a deep love for myself, and it required years of dedicated effort encompassing mental, spiritual, and physical work. And this amalgamation allowed me to gradually unravel the deep-rooted yet severely dissociated aspects of myself. A personal hell, if you will, where emotions and empathy and excitement were absent, rendering me unrecognizable. I was a deeply depressed individual. And in this challenging period, I made the decision to seek therapy. And this was arduous choice considering my upbringing and childhood and ancestral roots, and asking for help and confronting my inner thoughts and discussing uncomfortable topics became a pivotal step in my life. And 3 years into therapy, I received a diagnosis of bipolar 1, and initially this revelation felt like a hit to my gut and my ego, and I struggled with accepting this label, and I guess not necessarily even just a label, but like I thought, okay, this is who I am, and maybe everyone is right. You know, you get into an argument with someone and they're like, oh my God, you're so crazy, you're bipolar, or you change your mind, oh my God, you're so bipolar, or you go through a rebirth and everyone was like, oh my God, you're so bipolar. And it's like, am I? You know, you start believing the lies that other people tell you because now you're labeled with what feels like another lie. And eventually I embraced it, and I used this bipolar personality as a cover for my reckless behavior. And while it wasn't the wisest choice, it allowed me to explore the depths of my ego and spirituality, simultaneously revealing both the thrill and the darkness within myself. And one prominent character in this journey was Victoria. She was a part of my personality, a carefree risk taker, deeply intertwined with depression and dysfunction. And as I delved into my truth, I faced a dilemma. I couldn't just be Victoria anymore. I was more than that. I was a mother at the time, a first-time author. I wanted to dive deeper, but in a different direction. And this realization didn't necessitate an ego death or anything too dramatic, but a recognition that she needed to step aside for a while. Victoria was draining me, erasing memories and time. It was time for Simone to step into her own. And at the time, I just, if you knew me, I was so confused. I didn't even like to be called by my real name. It was okay if people called me Simone. Like, I would never correct anyone. I was just so confused, so lost. And years later, here I am, and I empathize the importance of hard work and healing and maintaining a positive mindset and achieving peace. It's challenging amidst the world's chaos, yet it's a state of mind within our control. And I encourage you to heal your mind and soul from self-deception and distracting characters and internal conflicts, because there's an agenda here, being disconnected from self, being lost. For myself, the way I view it is that is hell. To not know where you come from, what's in your blood, what's in your DNA, your ancestors. So the journey I share it's just a glimpse into my path and the practices I've adopted to maintain a beautiful vessel. I consider myself a vessel, and, I require sunlight and care and celebration, maybe a little bit of oil and love and recognition, but I share these practices with you, hoping that you may try one and experience its transformative potential. Now, I understand that meditation's often discussed, and when you attempt it for the first time, achieving a quiet mind can seem nearly impossible. And personally, when I close my eyes, I visualize my hand reaching out to grasp the hand of my higher self, or I pop my head in to say hello and politely request an invitation from my higher self. And following this, my senses activate completely, and I willingly open myself up to listen. And it's akin to allowing your jaw to be weightless, maintaining a light crown on your head, and trusting that your limbs will remain attached if you let them fall to your side. Now, during meditation, I like to pose questions and focus on what I'm searching for, what my heart needs, or what the truth is. Sometimes I have clients that ask me to engage in their energy. So if I'm engaging in meditation to tap into someone else's energy, I hold them. As one would cradle an infant, I am maternal. I nurture them while gaining insight into their needs. Upon completing the meditation, I say goodbye. I move my joints gradually to avoid jolting myself back into the current reality and step out of the spiritual realm. If you're considering trying meditation, realize that it's for you. You can access your higher self in whatever way feels right for you. And it doesn't have to be in a specific place or position, or you don't have to have certain music. Just meditate in the way that feels best. And the way that I personally started was YouTube. And I know it sounds silly, but eventually you'll get to the space where you can meditate on your own. My next practice is reading. And I know for some of you guys, it's like, really, reading? I read all the time, but just like the ability to gain knowledge and perspective is absolutely invaluable. And right now, there's a shard of excitement of techniques and knowledge all over social media, and with that comes an abundance of misinformation. So I just want to say that this requires vigilance on your end. Just know that most of us that are being true and authentic to our gifts, that are being true and authentic to our stories, are never going to hop in your DM offering or reading or saying, I've been called upon. There are other approaches to things like that. And I think that when you find someone that practice boundaries within their gift, that's also a good sign. When you're seeking to open up your third eye, also look for the way that people utilize that, how they use it, good, bad. Look at what people are talking about. Look at how people refer to themselves. Look for books and resources that align with your improvement goals. Explore various platforms. It's not just social media. Go to your fucking public library. Okay. Go to the you have a library in your town. Go there. Thriftbooks.com is one of my favorite websites. It's also an app. You can get your favorite books for like $2. If you get enough, if you purchase enough books, you get enough points to get a free book. Headway app. I love that one, especially if I'm trying to read a self-help book. Sometimes the narrative just bores me and causes static in between my ears. So this gives you a summary. So it summarizes the entire book for easy reading. Okay, the next one is connection. Your village is fucking everything. And navigating life challenges, having someone or people to connect with on a deeper level is essential. This isn't going to be your therapist, but someone who creates a safe space for expressing yourself and providing a listening ear about valuable perspectives, putting you in check, connecting with, even one person, especially someone with shared interest or shared gift or willingness to learn, enhances your own growth and support. I cannot tell you, how valuable it is to engage in your own village and build your own village. So I highly encourage those that are seeking to, enhance your gift, open your third eye, connect with your higher self, pull yourself out of a depression, pull yourself out of the narrative others have placed on you, disconstrain yourself, rebirth, fly, just be fucking free. I just highly suggest finding yourself a village where you are loved and celebrated, okay? And my next point here is forgive, okay? So you've sat down, you've done all the things, and usually when we get into prayer or meditation or manifestation, it is, please forgive me. I'm sorry. Punish me. Hold me accountable. I fucked up. You've got to forgive yourself for the inevitable missteps on this new journey towards self-discovery. Acknowledge the intention to connect with your sacred self, your higher self and third eye. Forgiveness extends to moments of self-doubt and guilt and lack of direction, and recognize your progress and forgive the past. You don't always have to stay stuck in a certain space. You don't always have to feel sorry for yourself. It's not always going to hurt. but you do have to forgive yourself. And I think having a positive mindset, a more optimistic mindset, speak kindly to yourself, speak love into yourself. Sometimes we're not always in environments that do that for us, but you can create it around you. And by doing that, you'll be able to protect yourself and shower yourself in love until it's time for you to find love outside of yourself. So these practices are just a few tools you can incorporate into your life. And as a collective, we should strive to reach our highest selves, access information, deliver messages, and spread love in a world filled with lies and attempts to disconnect us from the source. I ask that you allow us to remain open to defending ourselves in the spiritual realm and to the universe. I just ask that anyone that's listening to this receives love in abundance. Don't forget to follow me on Insta because I don't know, I'm just like really not good at any other social media in general. I'm just not good at connecting myself on there. 2024, I'll be doing plenty of giveaways. I've got some interviews lined up for you guys and so much more. So to get in contact with me, DM me on Instagram or contact me. You can go to my page, SEYMONECO.blog. There's a contact tab there, or you could just follow me on Insta at astro.say. Stay tuned in. If you're on Spotify, let me know what other topics you want to hear me talk about. For a little bit, you guys are just going to hear a few rants from me. I just want to start 2024 off with some beautiful interviews from some amazing women from all walks of life. You would be surprised, and you'll also be surprised at how much that speaking to these women will help you heal, because I know it helped me heal, just getting a different perspective. So that's it for now. Enjoy your families. Everyone have an amazing Christmas. Bye.